Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you according to your time zone or according to the time you'll be coming across my video. It's your girl and your friend once again at Sonia's Place on YouTube and Aso's Kitchen on Facebook. Today we're going to be making our ogbono soup. My ingredients that I'm going to use in preparing this soup. First, I have the protein. Here I have the bushmeat. I have the bushmeat here. I have the dried fish. This is the smoked fish, and then I have the normal dried fish also. Here I have the stock fish. I have the stock fish, and then I have the beef, the cow meat. I have here the cow meat, and here I have the cow leg, and then I have the tripe, popularly called shaki, organ meat. And then here I have the fish. I'm going to be drying this later because I do not want it, I cannot use it raw or fresh like this. So, and here I have the ogbono seed. Here I have the okra that I'm going to be mixing the ogbono with. And then I have the oil. I have the oil, the palm oil. And then here I have the traditional seasoning and the normal seasoning. Here I have this traditional seasoning, popularly called ugbore. This is an Isha name or an Esa name. It is called ugbore. It goes well with ogbono. Try this and you thank me later. And then here I have the seasoning, and then I have the salt to taste. So come along as I take you through my journey before I make this my delicious ogbonge soup. First, we are going to start by putting the not easy to cook meat, the hard meat like the tripe, the shaki, and then the cow meat together and start boiling it before we add any other. So we add a little bit of water because I'm going to throw the water away later because I do not like cooking my soup with the meat water. So we're going to let this cook for some minutes while we change the water, before we change the water. So while waiting for the meat to cook, I'm just going to go ahead and blend the ogbono seed. I'm going to change the water now. The meat has been cooking for some minutes now. So it's time to change the water and put in another water because I don't like cooking food with this meat. Now that the water has been changed, it is now time for me to add the salt and then the seasoning to the soup, to the water. Ogbono do not require too much salt, otherwise you cannot eat that food, you cannot eat the soup. So while I'm waiting for the meat to get cooked, I'm going to go ahead and then dry the fish, the fresh fish that I want to dry to make it faster. So let's start with the drying of the fish. So time to cut the okra. It has been cooking, I think it has cooked enough. So let's add the stock fish. Time to add the stock fish to it. And then we add some water. We adding the fish, the dried fish to it, and then we add the beef. Already grounded ogbono. This is the already grounded ogbono, so I'm going to put it in the water for it to. This is how I cook my ogbono, my method of cooking ogbono. Okay, we're going to let the oil melt into the ogbono a bit before we remove it. Let's look at this. It has melted enough. Time to turn our ogbono inside the soup, inside the meat, the cooking meat. So let's add salt to our our soup. I just added pepper. Sorry, that was pepper, not salt. I just added pepper. So time to add our dried fish. Local seasoning, Ugbore. So our fish is dried enough. Time to add our fish. Let's add the fishes. Let's add crayfish. Soup don't full, pot don't full. What will I put this thing today? Okay, I'll remove some meat, crayfish. Last but not the least, the okra. So we're not going to be adding anything more, no salt, no other thing. So I'm going to allow it to cook a bit slowly for 10-15 minutes before removing it from the fire. So now is our soup ready. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Thank you very much. So please do like, comment, share, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my YouTube page. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Bye. It's ready. I'm eating this with amala. Food is ready.